In today's video, we will be ranking
3
rappers: Lil Uzi Vert, Playboi Carti, Lil Pump, and comparing
3
categories based on number of bangers,
number of concerts,
and the most drip.
Let's get started.
Starting off with Lil Uzi and the number of bangers. Music taste, of course, is completely opinionated, but there's no doubt that Lil Uzi has an ability to create endless bangers. To name a few: 20 Minutes, EXO Tour Life,
Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead.
and his latest release, Futsal Shuffle.
Are you serious? I swear my money is serious.
Lil Uzi has an outstanding 52 official songs and 45 official features, with a couple thousand either made, in the makings with other artists, or completely discarded. This gets Lil Uzi a perfect 10 on the banger category, with tons of songs and a solid song-to-feature ratio. Moving on, we have Playboi Carti. Carti is another great rapper whose career took off shortly after Uzi's. Carti has a ton of great hits such as Magnolia, Shoota,
I got red shooters, I got blue.
and Woke Up Like This.
Oh, I think they like me. Yeah, they like me.
This lands Carti at an 8 on the banger category due to the slightly uneven ratio, but still having a lot of great bangers. Next we have Lil Pump. Pump really took off on the music scene in 2017 with his most notorious song, Gucci Gang.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Later moving on from his repetitive rap style to songs like Off-White
White rice, Fortnite, red light.
and Be Like Me.
Everybody wanna be like me. Everybody wanna be like me. Bust down big chains and dress fancy. Yeah.
Although Pump creates absolute bangers, his numbers are lacking with only 32 songs and 40 features and guest appearances, landing him at a 7 below Carti and Uzi. Next, we're moving on to the number of concerts. These are important because it shows how many dedicated fans each artist has and where they get their money from. Starting with Uzi again, Uzi has 143 concerts so far, with more on the way if he ever releases his long-awaited album, Eternal Take. Uzi has had quite a lot of concerts, but compared to other bigger artists, it's not very much. This is why Uzi gets a 7 on the number of concerts. Next is Playboi Carti with 94 concerts. Again, this is not very much when looking at artists like Kanye or Jay-Z, who have had over 5 times that amount. Carti's stuck with a 6 as his next score. Now we're on to Lil Pump, the little guy compared to his other competitors. He stands with 44 concerts. It's easy to see why Pump has earned a 4 in this category. Now we move on to my personal favorite category, who has the most drip. Switching things up on this one, we're reversing the order, starting with Pump. Lil Pump undoubtedly has drip, but let's take a look at his most expensive piece of jewelry. Lil Pump recently bought his Boondocks-inspired chain of himself for $350,000. That's a lot of drip. This kind of thing gets you good on the leaderboard with a well-earned solid 10. Next is Playboi Carti. Carti doesn't have many expensive chains to flaunt around, but he makes up for that in style, giving him some extra points that boost him up to 8 drip points. Uzi, on the other hand, has many chains to flex. He owns many highly expensive chains, his most expensive piece being a $445,000 chain created in the image of Marilyn Manson. Uzi, of course, gets a perfect 10 for the outrageous drip that flows out of him. In the end, Lil Uzi Vert comes out with a dub with a 27, and Playboi Carti finishes second with 22 points, with Lil Pump close behind with 21. The end.